Universidad Simón Bolívar, sede del Litoral. Inglés 2, FC 1224, profesora Diana Ochoa. Today's class is going to be about unit number 3. It's the softest letter in the world by True Colors number 2. In this occasion, we are going to learn how to compare people, places, or things, and ask for and give clarifications. But first, we have to know that to do this, we have to know the comparative form of an adjective. But what is an adjective? According to the Writing Center of the Ottawa University in Canada, an adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun by describing, identifying, or quantifying words. An adjective usually precedes the noun or the pronoun which it modifies. So, in this occasion, we are going to learn how to compare two people, two places, or two things using the comparative form of adjectives. You have to add ER to one syllable and some two-syllable adjective. For example, small plus ER, smaller, quiet, quieter. Example, this restaurant is smaller and quieter. When you have adjective of more than 3 syllables, you have to put more or less in front of the adjective. Example, that ring is more beautiful, but it's less expensive. Carlos is more intelligent than Pedro. Milk is less expensive than water. For one-syllable adjectives or two ending in Y, you have to change that Y for an I and add ER. Example, easy, easier, pretty, prettier, heavy, heavier. That's an easier book. My dress is prettier than yours. This bike is heavier than Mike's. But do you have to remember that we have some irregular adjectives? For example, we have good and the comparative form is better, bad, worse, far, farther. Examples, Harry Potter is better than the House of Wax. Drinking soda is worse than drinking milk. But besides comparing, we have more practice. In this case, we have the superlative form. Use the superlative form of the adjective to compare 3 or more people, 3 or more places, or 3 or more things. In this case, you have to add est to the adjective to some one-syllable or some two-syllable adjectives. Example, cheap, cheapest, nice, nicest. Here we have more examples. That was the cheapest hotel. This is the nicest park that I've ever seen. When you have 2 or more syllable adjectives, you have to put the most or the least. Example, he bought the most beautiful but the least expensive tie in the store. This is the most amazing beach in the world. My job is the least practical profession. If you have one-syllable or two-syllable adjectives ending in Y, you have to change that Y for I and then add est. Example, happy, happiest, heavy, heaviest, pretty, prettiest. Examples, the happiest person has the biggest smile of all. Laura's dress is the prettiest in the whole store. So we have then here irregular adjectives. Example, good, the best, bad, the worst, far, the farthest. Examples, the best food in the world is made by my grandmother. My cousin has the worst attitude ever. So, remember that we have to compare adjectives and to know the comparative and the superlative form of them. If you have any further questions, prepare them for asking them in class. This was Professor Diana Ochoa. See you then.